Still looking at me. Right. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's the Multitasker, and welcome back again to another reaction video. I'm doing pretty good so far, just relaxing and just taking my tiny little break on my binge watching because there's a very interesting and a hilarious show that made me wanted to see how funny this shit is. And I just finished watching Project Power, which which I failed to react of the official trailer that already came out before the movie was released. And by the time it did, well, it was already too late. But at least I got a chance to watch the entire movie. It was very interesting to watch, and the concept of the whole plot is that what would it be like if you have those powers? And I mean, you could pretty much do anything depending on what your abilities are and what your skills are. It's just that kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of Infamous. But that talk will be for another time because, as I mentioned before, there are lots of stuff that I consider a catching up, and which finally I'm getting back on with God of High School, so I am going to be watching episode 5, and I know the fact that I'm way behind with other episodes, especially episode 6 that is now available. So I will get to that on the next one on another night. So let's get back where we caught up on. Now, if you remember in episode 4, Han's best friend is, well, let's just say that things are not looking good, that he's in a very bad critical state, and that he take it very kindly in a worse way. Probably the worst way to take your frustration out, and that the fact that he had a match with Mira and she got totaled. And it's surprising that she would actually compete, even though that her wound is still not 100% clear. And yes, she just took it. And honestly, I don't blame Han for being upset, but still, it's just, you're taking it too far there. And let's just say that Yuri is not liking what he just saw, and things get really ugly, and it's about to get intense. So that's what's gonna happen, and I have a feeling it's gonna get seriously emotional, personal. So let's get right to it, and without further ado, it's time to react. Wait, who is this? Who is he? Okay, so lots of displays of what's going on with this episode, and so Han and Wu were competitive rivals, but they actually became the closer as friends, and so again, and of course that's what due to that his body is sick and he's dying, and Han is now motivated and focused because Margin Park that made a promise that if he wins the match, that he will provide the medicine as soon as possible, getting getting the vaccine to help him, to cure him. But it was already too late, that he passed away, and I can't believe he just told him during the match, just like that. I mean, he did that on purpose, just to provoke him even more, just in order to see Maury's potential, because that he knows that he is the tiger's cub, and he wants to see more coming from him. But underneath that, I knew the fact that this was gonna get downright intense and personal, but holy shit, it was completely ridiculousness. So okay, so I get to understand Han's force stand, which is such a godlike. And now at least I know that the final force stance is the Azura Dragon. Holy shit. And not to mention, Maury's hidden technique is the Blue Dragon Kick. Woo! Yeah, that was definitely a Blue Dragon, alright, because you're gonna get burned. And for what it's worth, at least that Mira just stepped in and wanted to put a little stop into of this little tense, and that just handed to him of the letter, which this was the final words of Wu. And yeah, I started to read the subtitles, and it kind of, yeah, it does give me it gets me emotional, and it always hits me like that every single time. And I've tried my best not to cry, because in the middle of the fight, because it's so intense, but it's also that brings such emotional of, it makes sense why Han is motivated to enter the tournament in the first place. So, and Wu, we will miss you, man. He's in a better place. So that's it for right now. All there's left to do now is exactly what's going to happen next on episode 6. So that will happen for another night. But until then, if you guys enjoyed this, let's leave it a likes, and also leave a comments down below. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. So take care, guys. Good night, and be safe.